Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail, and today we are going to be doing some ranked play here. This is actually pre-ranked ladder reset, or pre-rank reset. And I'm playing Ovnis, a person who I have faced before in ranked here. And you can see I'm playing with my Decay deck today. I finally got the cards I need for it. We're going to be doing some experimenting here because there's no time like the present with the ladder disappearing before too long or the ratings getting dropped back down to where they are. To try something new and different. Now, Ovnis, from what I've seen, and I did post a video of him playing before, actually is a growth player, and it looks like he is playing his standard growth deck here. So my deck is very Decay focused. It is a Decay growth deck. It relies on plenty of draw mechanics, but it kind of tries to go for a Watcher, Necrogeddon finisher. And I've had some really good success with that in test games, but ranked is always going to be kind of a different beast. So we'll see how that works out. Now he's playing a Sister of the Fox, which is nice for extra card draw. And how this deck works is that I just literally dump any growth cards that I get early on. They just don't matter. So we'll see if I can pin that Sister, and I'd love to kill it before he gets a Fertile Soil off, but if he drops anything in front of it this turn, like a Breaker or whatever, it's probably not going to happen. Important thing is that the Harvester's out and he's going to have to deal with it, and if he's playing a bunch of weenies early, it's going to be a thing. So does he have something else he can do for his sister? Ragged Wolf. Alright, so he's going to put 2 damage and kill this guy. Alright. Well, that's okay. I can live with that. Second Harvester, which is interesting. The question is, do I want 2 Harvesters out or do I want a Cursemonger out? Kind of a tough call. I like my Loyal Darkling just because it does damage, and I kind of want to stick with that, but I do like having the Cursemonger out as well, at least as a little bit of a meat shield. Tough. Tough. You know, we'll see if we can make him poop himself a little bit. Get out a second Harvester here. And we'll see what we can do next turn. I'd love to get out an Oblivion Seeker as well. So 2 Harvesters, that means that I'm not going to be able to attack him right away. And I'm sorry, I do have a little bit of a sniffle here, but it'll be hilarious. He can't rally, but he can Mangy Wolf, so that's going to be some bonus damage. So 3 damage there. A little annoying, but what can you do? Kind of got a slow hand here. And there we go, Oblivion Seeker. That is a good start of a card. So I'm just going to do this. And now I gotta hope I can get some stuff that'll let me kill these creatures. Whether that's Return to Nature, Frostgale is not going to be in play just yet. But right now he's gotten a pretty fast start. Those 2 Ragged Wolves kind of hurt. The 2 Harvesters not doing me a lot of favors. There's the Fertile Soil I was really hoping to avoid. But there we go. Like I said, it's just a little bit of a ranked play. You just try and do what you can. So Ilmar Rod Eater top decking at this point. Not a lot really to say other than let's Brain Lice is interesting, but it's not good to use on the Mangy Wolf. Let's get out an Oblivion Seeker first, because the sooner he kills stuff, the happier that makes me. Let's see if we can juke up here. Probably want to put this guy a little bit more out of danger, because if he kills this guy, he can try and go in. I'm assuming there's going to be a Crimson Bull here, but I want to keep both of these Harvesters under separate things. We'll keep the Brain Lice for card draw. Would love to have something to shoot, something to kill here before too long. But right now, this extra card draw is a pretty significant deterrent to growth. It's going to be interesting to see if he wants to go for idols or if he's going to go straight for my Harvesters. There's the Crimson Bull I was worried about. So he's not going to be able to kill any of my guys. The question is he going to get me a bunch of cards? He has a lot of cards himself. He's at 7. But I have to, and playing this deck is really a mental adjustment for me too, actually. Because with growth, I'm used to, I got to be in good shape by turn 5, 6, 7, something or other. Ranger's Bane as well. So he's going to kill one of my Harvesters after all. Somehow did not see that coming because I'm dumb. Blah, whatever. Okay. So that guy is going to possibly die. But I could clear his board, actually. You know what? That's probably better from a tempo standpoint to just go ahead and... because if I Damning Curse, it'll be 2, 4, 6. Yeah, let's do that. This is kind of an unconventional play. We're actually going to dump one of the... Let's see here. Yeah, there's no point in keeping a Languid. Okay, so good. We'll keep Return to Nature as well and get a second Harvester. That's pretty nice. Unfortunately, I can't do anything to get this other Harvester activated straight away. Don't have the resources played the same turn, but I'm going to take an opportunity to draw some cards. That guy's going to die anyway. Just take it all out. 2, 4, 7. That's going to be 1 idle damage as well. And I've got a Return to Nature and some other things to drop. So his fast start. We're pretty much square on cards. I have a few more resources. My Harvester's going to die, but I have another one in my pocket. I have an Ilmar Rod Eater. Not an awful trade. And I should be able to Return to Nature and get my Harvester down 1 cooldown next turn. So that'll get me some ramp. And it could be possibly a better play. There's a Breaker too. Okay, so. Alright. We're actually going to play this a little bit differently than I just said here, because we're going to want to get a Frost Gale out. And we're going to want to double Return to Nature and Frost Gale in a turn or two. So how are we going to do this? Let's start with yeah, let's play Languid first. That's obvious. Oh boy, we can Soul Steal. So that's even more better. So here, the Rod Eater is pretty good right now. The Harvester is pretty good right now. I don't need to Soul Steal this turn though to make things happen. In fact, I could Return to Nature and just Soul Steal next turn. So let's drop a Harvester. Let's get him out of harm's way. You always want to assume that there is going to be something nasty there. And in fact, I'm going to get rid of the Rod Eater at this point. Don't really need it just yet. So there we go. 2 Returns to Nature is incredibly powerful. And once again, sorry about this sniffle. Yeah, getting those Languids are nice. There's the Fertile Soil. I guess I could have avoided that. Got a little cute there, but that does knock down the cooldown just a bit. There's a Ranger's Bane as well, so Ovnis going for some direct damage here. Double Soul Steal. Do not really need that. So we're gonna let's do a let's do a growth ramp, shall we? Yeah, let's do this. Turn to Nature. Oh, good thing that has to actually target a unit. That was a pretty nasty misclick. Alright, so if I'm not careful here, this guy's going to be in veteran range, but there's not a lot I can do about that this turn. Frost Gale is going to be nice to possibly knock down the cooldown a little bit. Want to use that Brain Lice as well. I have Fertile Soils of my own. So far, going into round 10 against Growth with a clear board and only 6 resources is nice. If he does play Sister of the Owl, I do have a Return to Nature Frost Gale. Actually, Frost Gale would be really nice to get my Harvester to just go to town. So there we go, 7 resources, Frost Gale on me, Kinfolk Veteran, and now my Harvester's dead, which is exactly what I was worried about. So, Necrogeddon. Necrogeddon is a nice card, but not a good play here. So Watcher's good, but Watcher is going to be a card that once again comes later. I'm going to save the Damn and Curse for something else. We're going to Brain Lice right now because I could time that for a Frost Gale Return to Nature play. So we'll just do that. I'm not going to play the Watcher. I want to hold on to that though because it could be worth sacking. Watcher's a turn 15 or later card for me. But yeah, Ovnis definitely a formidable opponent. I know the replay I showed of him showed him getting smacked around by order, but to be honest, his opponent made incredible draws. I've actually had see, and that's why I saved the Damning Curse there, because that's 5 health. Vetter of the Wild as well. Okay, so interesting points to think about. I may go ahead and ramp up to yeah, it's probably going to be a good idea for me to ramp up to 6 resources here, just to go ahead and have it. That way I can play a lot of things all at once here, because I want to put the Ilmire Hunter down here. I really like Ilmire Hunter in the versus Growth matchup, so we're going to do that. And I'm not going to kill the Vetter this turn, but I am going to try and put this guy as far out of harm's way as possible. I have 2 more Watchers in my deck. Surely I can hit him at some point, because I do want to take out that Veteran if I can. I have the Damning Curse for the Great Wolf as well. So I can clear his board next turn. I'm kind of hoping he drops like some Kinfolk Braves or something. Of course, those are not nearly as strong against Decay with Languid on the table, as I'm sure I've said about a zillion and a half times. Yay, one observer. Maybe it's been there for a while. Rat King, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And he's at 4 resources, so he's not going to play something else. Fertile Soil, whatever. He's at 7 cards. If he's going for a God Hand next turn, he's going to be having a bad time. Would love to actually get a Harvester. I can't activate it, so... Alright, so Ilmar Rod Eater. Yeah, we're going to make the play I just said we're going to make, so let's ditch the Rod Eater, see what else we get. Watcher and Oblivion Seeker, very good. That's going to be a very nice follow-up here. So let's go ahead and... see here. We're going to need to Frost Gale at some point, so let's go ahead and let's see here. 6 resources, Frost Gale. Let's do this right. 1, 2... There we go, Watcher and Sister of the Fox. So we've got I think that's the second Watcher we've seen. We're going to hold on to it for now, and because it's starting to get towards Watcher time. And Damon Curse. This guy's down to 3 health, so he's a veteran magnet. That's okay. I don't mind that. That got him to react. I fleshed out some cards. So as much as I'd love for him to survive, we're now, as long as I can keep cards off the board for growth, that is the biggest freaking deal in this game. So there we go, another Vetter. Like I said, the one really, really hard part for me in this matchup is that he's gotten off 2 or 3 Fertile Souls that I really would have preferred he had not. So let's play the Sister first, because that is an immediate card draw. I want to keep both of these Watchers. Damon Curse will be good. I'm going to save both these Watchers. Kind of the sweet spot for this deck is 4 growth, or maybe even 6 growth, and 8 decay. But I don't know if we're going to get that right away. In fact, I am probably just going to ditch the Damon Curse for cards here. Let's see what else we get. Fertile Soil and Sister of the Fox again, so that's nice. I know I've said before that I don't necessarily like getting multiple Sisters of the Fox out, but in this case, it's a good thing, because that means I get to play with them just a little bit. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I'm sticking to. So there we go. Rat King as well. Alright, so that's going to be awesome with Watchers, if I can just get a way to kill my Rat Kings. But Fertile Soul is going to be a start. Let's actually drop you 2 down here. That's probably better to keep them safe, because these are going to start to be valuable resources. Now, I've had some thoughts here about how I play my Watchers. Some people like to play them in this row and this row. It keeps them a little bit exposed. And but you can do 12 idle damage if you have it there. So there is a Kinfolk Brave and Ancestral Totem. So it's going to be it's going to be shit getting real time here next turn. All right. Now that is interesting. Necrogeddon, Rat King, with 2 Watchers out. I don't know if I can make it work with the board like it currently is. That's kind of a problem. But if I move my cards like so, I may be able to salvage this place here. So we still have some cards that we can play here. We're going to be playing 1 Fertile Soil, so I don't have to make those decisions yet. I just really want to think this through. Yeah, we can move you up here, you over here. This guy's going to have to attack in the front. I'm going to play a Watcher here. You know what? This is a test game, so we're just going to give it a shot. Fertile Soil, double Rat King, and we really, really want to get more resources here, so let's sack for Decay. Weird turn, I know, but we'll see if we can make it work. Now, Watcher only is affected on non-combat damage, so killing these guys doesn't mean a ton for me. Now the question is, if he has Fierce Tactics, he'll be able to go through and do some damage. If he has Frost Gale, he'll be able to go through and knock things out. Yeah, those Watchers puts him on notice for kind of what I'm trying to do here. And he does have plenty of resources, so there's a Kinfolk Brave. That's one Watcher down. Does he have a, yeah, there we go. Definite combo there. So he's got it going on right now. But I'm not totally out of this yet by any stretch of the imagination. So that's my Watcher play. I expect a player like Ovnis to be able to counter it. Maybe I should have moved down here a little bit more, but just with everything that he has, and like I said, those Fertile Souls early really screw me up just a little bit. So if I Rat King Necrogeddon, I can take out a bunch of stuff in the front, or I can start gunning for idols. Well, let's get rid of the Ilmire Hunter. I mean, what we're going to be doing right now is just Necrogeddoning here. So let's go ahead and play you here. Or actually, let's not overthink this. I want to play the Loyal Darkling down here so that I can take out this Vetter potentially in a minute. So there we go there. If it dies, I get 2 idol damage. Perfect. And we're just going to take out his we're just going to take out some frontline units right here. So 1 Necro, skill Necro, I guess you could say. Yeah, that would have been nice if he didn't have the cards to take out everything, but he did not. So we're just thinking about it right here. Turn 15, 2 veterans on the board, which is not fantastic. But at least I was able to get his totem down. He didn't do much to protect it. And I have a second Rat King Necro next turn. Which, can I do that to possibly win? I don't know. My bigger goal right now is to clear his board. If I could get a second Watcher, that'd be awesome. But I don't think I've cycled through my deck. I've gone through all 3 Watchers now. And that's where maybe I could have played the Watchers further down out of the way. The Vetter may not have been able to do a lot. He still did have a lot of cards. So we'll see if he has Rat King himself. And can he rally here? I guess is the first big question. Because he has 5 resources. There's the rally. Okay, so he's just going to take out my entire legion of undead. That's cool. Whatever. Fertile Soil does absolutely nothing for me right now. Oh, right. That was lucky. Top deck is fun. Okay, so Return to Nature, cast, Frostgale, cast. Most important part of this is that, and I can actually play a Cursemonger as well, which is nice. Of course, I'm going to be Necrogeddoning potentially next turn as well, and I don't think I'll be able to end the game. No, I definitely won't be able to end the game. But at least I can delay him from hurting me a lot. Which I guess is what you want to do here. So there's a Sister of the Owl. Alright. And that would have been a really nice thing to deal with the Return to Nature beforehand. So we will... Let's see here. Is it a better idea to Necrogeddon Rat King? Or is it a better idea to Soul Steal? I have a turn to do that. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Whew, okay. Let's go ahead and start with the Frostgale. That's not going to let me do too much else, which sucks. So I am actually... I'm going to go for this play first. And we are just going to try and kaboom him here. I won't be able to take out the sister. She's going to be up to 6 health. Which sucks a little bit, but I can clear everything else. So that's okay. So let's hear. That's 1, 2. We want you there. Well, make sure we do this right. So Necrogeddon. Ho. I don't like those owls surviving. I really don't like him surviving, but if I draw a Languid, that's going to be that, and he's 2 health. Alright, so die. Yay. So I can deal with the 6 health. 2-attack Sister of the Owl. If he plays multiple Sisters of the Owl, then I'll have to deal with those owls too. But for now, good thing those things don't gain combat experience. At least I'm staying in this game, which is a credit, I guess, to this deck. It's like I said, I guess I don't want to say I got greedy with my Watcher play, but he had the cards to counter it straight out. So we will be frost scaling. There's the rally. So he's... Oh, there we go. So he is doing the smart thing that I like to do against Decay, which is that if you have a bunch of husk on there, you need to clear them as soon as frickin' possible. So like I said, there's the Languid. We want that. There's a Brain Lice. We want that. I'm actually going to get rid of the Rat King right now. Yeah, let's get rid of the Rat King. Oh boy, Watcher. Watcher and Frostgale. That doesn't do us a ton, but we have a Watcher and a Necrogeddon. So, screw it, we're going to make it look like something's happening. That's not a great hand to have. Did get an Ilmire Rod-Eater, which is nice. And, I don't know, I could play the Necrogeddon and Watcher the same turn. There's the Vet, so... Those best laid plans didn't always work very well. Like I said, I try and play this deck kind of like a... Growth Decay draw deck, but you see the problem is that if you gotta really be able to clear the board against growth, and that can be freaking hard. But at least right now I'm not totally out of it. Double Frostgale is beautiful. So let's see, let's get rid of the Rod Eater. I'm gonna hold on to that Necrogeddon. It's kind of a key card. Yeah, because I can't do enough non-combat damage to kill me. So let's see here. Soul Steel. Alright. Alright, we can make this work. Yay, so... And I could get cute and try and play the Watcher here. But that's not going to work with the Frostgales out, because veterans are very good against Watchers, as you've seen. So 1, 2... Soul Steel. Yay. Let's move you up. Let's move you out of harm's way. Cursemonger. Once again, just got to fight to keep clearing the board. It's not always possible, but at least when I get the cards, I get the cards. So he still has a Sister down. If I'm going to have to do some Watcher cheese in a minute, it could be what it is. The most important thing is that he had like 7, 8, or 9 cards consistently here, and now he's down to 3. So I've been able to hold the line. And there's the Fertile Soul, so back up to 5. So I'm a little worried about what this reset's going to do there. So Frostgale, Sister of the Fox, he just wants to get his own stuff out, which is okay. Double Watcher, Necrogeddon would be beautiful. Not really what I need right now. Rat King and Loyal Darkling on the other hand, though. Now that's something we can work with. Okay, that may have been a really dumb play, because I could have Watcher Necrogeddon that turn. But you know, we're gonna hold the hand here, because right now this doesn't do a lot for me. If I put out the Rat King, he could just Quake it. So we're just gonna hold. We're gonna hold this and just see what else we can do. So a little annoying. Should not have played that right there, but we're gonna see if we can possibly cheese this up. And what I may do is move these guys down here, see if I can take out these idols. It's gonna be tough. So there's the Quake. Like I said, I thought there would be a Quake. And he's taking out some of my other creatures. That's okay. Alright, so Sister of the Fox. Would love to be able to play you right now, but we can't. So let's see what else we can get. Just gonna try and follow up these cards with some other cards. Let's go ahead and play the Rat King down here. Alright, so we'll do it like this. This will give me all possibilities. Necro! Not exactly what I wanted, but whatever. One idol down. One creature down. Multiple pressure there. That's what we want, I guess. In the long and short term. And that's where 8 resources is nice. If I had gotten the sister out, that could have been some extra idle damage. That would have been really good. Now if he quakes, and that's kind of the difference, I guess, with Necro. If I had gotten the Watcher out, if he quaked it, it would have actually survived the quake, but I couldn't have Necroed. So there's a Great Wolf. He does not have a rally for it, but he does have a Rat King of his own. So let's hear. Can I take these out? Harvester. Harvester is interesting. More interesting than Cursemonger. Let's see what else we can get. Oh boy. Okay. Return to Nature is not going to be enough. So what we're going to do here is actually play a little bit of defense. Fertile Soil is good. Yeah, I can totally play Fertile Soil. Sweet. There we go. That was lucky. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to take out everything this turn, but we are going to play what I like to call a defensive Harvester. And we will play a offensive Rod Eater as well. Actually, it would probably be more prudent for me to Soul Steal one of these. I could Soul Steal my own creature, but that's hard to guarantee that doing anything. I'm going to Soul Steal. Which one? Probably this one. I'm going to tuck you back here. Play you there. Alright. Because these guys are valuable resources right now. If I can get a Frost Gale to go with this Damning Curse, I may be able to end this game. Because he's got to start thinking about the fact that I'm going to be able to possibly Watcher cheese this. And I know I'm calling it cheese. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of Chris Smooth videos lately, which I know some of you'll say, who's that? And some of you'll say, oh my god, why are you watching that? But that languid could be key if he's going to God Hand or Rally Crimson Bull. You know what? If that's what he's going to do to take this out, then that's just what he's got to do. So if he has a Frost Gale as well, I'll be a little sad. So Ragged Wolf and God Hand. There we go. Alright, so that's enough damage to take out the Watcher, about the only combo that he could have done. You don't like my Watchers at all. Well, you know what? That's okay, because I drew another Watcher. Okay. Let's get rid of the Cursemonger here. And Brain Lice and Rod Eater. Would have actually been really nice to play that Rod Eater this turn, but I've fleshed out a God Hand. Okay. Well, let's make the plays we gotta make, I guess. So here, I gotta do a hard count of my resources here, because I do not have a ton right now. And what I've really got to do is, let's see here, so that's 6, and then the Watcher. Damning Curse on the Wolf would probably be smart. Let's hear. Let's drop a Rod Eater here. Yeah, I can't do a ton with that. But I guess we'll just hold on to cards for now. Blech. Alright. Can't kill anything with Return to Nature at this time, but if he wants to buff up some of these, he can. And he still has not taken out any of my idols. So he has 3 cards, he has 10 resources. He may have another God Hand. If he does, more power to him. Because that means he's committing to my creatures instead of my idols. Alright, so do you have something else to play in addition to this? Fishing for cards. Is it going to be a God Hand? No, it's going to be a Ranger's Bane. Alright. And so there's the Ranger's Bane. It's God Hand or go home, I guess. I mean, if he's got a veteran or something, he can drop down. There's the totem. So, interesting. Alright, so I'm looking pretty right now. Okay. I can kill. Oh, dropped a can. Smacked it. Got a little too excited. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. That's, if I want to do all this, it's going to be 2, 4, 8. I don't need the Brain Lice. So we're going to sack for cards. I'm not going to win on this turn. But I can do some more idle damage. Sweet. 3 Returns to Nature and an Oblivion Seeker. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So let's go ahead and... Actually, I don't even need to damn curse, do I? There's a 1, a 2, and there's those guys. So probably better that I do damn curse, but that puts them at veteran range. So, well, veteran range is a relative term now. So we'll move you all up here. And we'll see what this does. This is going to put some good pressure on him. I still have a return to nature as well, which is nice. I'm going to save my damn curse for a turn where I can possibly do all kinds of idle damage. But up to 7 growth now. Could really use some Sisters of the Fox. Once again, he's at 10 growth, but he's only at 4 cards. Of course, those 4 cards could be exactly what he needs. Kinfolk Brave. He's going to start fishing for cards here. Okay. Well, that puts me in a very nice position then. Rat King as well. That puts me in not as nice of a position. Because he's going to defend his idols now. And those rats look a little bit spooky scary. But you know what? You do what you have to do. Alright, so Oblivion Seeker again. Probably don't need 2. Let's fish. I'm trying to see if I can win by damning cursing something, but I probably can't. But I can put 8 damage on an idol, which plays into my strategy beautifully. So let's see what we get here. Brain Lice, not great. Oblivion Seeker, what I was already going to be using anyway. So let's drop you all down here. Let's drop an Oblivion Seeker here. I have 8 more resources. I might as well poison a rat, because I can return to nature, kill it possibly next turn. Have the Watcher as well. What this means too is that if I get a Loyal Darkling in my hand, I can damn curse him and win. So that's a nice bonus. We want to poison the rat that's most dangerous, I guess. Yay! 1 idol down to 2. So Loyal Darkling wins me the game. Necrogeddon likely gets me something unless he clears my board entirely, which he probably does not want to do here. So Sister of the Fox, does he have a God Hand? I don't know. I just don't know. Ragged Wolf. Alright, what do you got for me? Kinfolk Veteran, there we go. That's good, that's good, that's good stuff. Alright. That is a strong play, sir. Oh, Loyal Darkling though, that's gonna be GG. Alright, so... Oh, that was a fun one, man. Alright, we're gonna just not screw around with this at all. We'll drop the Watcher too. And kaboom. That's it. Some extra idle damage, and there we go. Ovnis, very well played. That was a lot of fun here. Oh, but man, that was kind of, it's like I said, it's a very different style than what I'm used to from Growth, where it's just rush, 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 rush. This one is build your board, build your board, build your board. Ovnis did a great job of fending off my Watcher plays early. I think I maybe busted him out still a little too early. I'm still learning this deck, but one thing I want to start doing is actually going to the store. If I win, if I lose, and after every game, let's just buy a random scroll, just one. So what do we get today? Buy a random scroll. It is actually Night Scholar. Wow, rare for the first one. So that's nice. This is going to be a good way to build library, especially now that I have some good decks running. I can go back to just buying scrolls. If you see something that you're interested, I can't guarantee that I'll have it by the time the video is posted, but yay, victory scroll, defeat scroll, scroll, I don't know. But Night Scholar, now with weird etchings on his chest, or maybe they were always there, I don't know. But this is way to fail. This 1844 rating is not going to be here in the near future. But hey, at least I've shown you a little bit about each of the decks that I'll be using for ranked. Of course, they're always subject to change. There's still cards that'll be zooming in and out, but at least hopefully you found the match entertaining. And that's kind of the main goal here, because there's a lot of games out there, but I keep coming back to Scrolls because there is a lot of fun, interesting strategy that can happen from game to game to game. So that's my take. This is Way to Fail. That's it for now. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you all next time.